A certain flavor has been passed down from generation to generation for thousands of years. It is no secret, yet few people know of it. It's a flavor that doesn't only live in food. It belongs to history, family, and promise. It is an ancient flavor rooted in the story of man, the bridge between heaven and earth. It is the flavor of life.
Hi, my name is Shoshana Farhi. I'm originally from South Bend, Indiana, from an Ashkenaz background, and I met my husband in Israel during the Yom Kippur War. And he is a Jew from Syria who escaped in 1970. I kind of had a different culture as far as food goes, but I found that the Middle Eastern food is very, very unique and delicious, and people think of it as only as being spicy, but it really is very sweet and savory and lemony and very delicious. Today we're going to be doing a very traditional Middle Eastern dessert called Kanafe. We'll walk you through how to make the most delicious dessert ever. We're going to start off with the Kanafe dough. This is kind of bent over itself, and so we're going to be opening it up. It's very important to stretch the threads apart. Make sure that it is nice and fluffy. We're going to put the melted butter into the Knaffe dough. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a light coating of butter. I'm making two different varieties. One that is going to be in a pretty tin so that it's nice to display it on a tray. And I'm going to do a couple of individual ones, which is also a very beautiful way to do it. It's a very interesting thing that Knaffe became all the rage in Israel in the last couple of years. And if you go to like the Machane Yehuda Shuk, you'll see that they do like little individual Knaffes. So now that we've put the butter there, we're going to put and spread out the Knaffe dough all around the bottom. You have to make sure we're going to tap it down a little bit to make sure that it is firmly on the bottom. We will leave about half of the dough that we have to be used for the topping. Now we're going to make the filling. We're going to use a ratio of 2 to 1, twice the amount of cheese to the amount of ricotta. So I'm using this mozzarella curd cheese, slices really easily, and then we're just going to crumble it up into little tiny pieces. Hi.
Be careful of the metal ball.
So we're just doing a little bit about
the famous Susan Gourmet. She's the gourmet.
You want to taste it?
Yes, my pleasure.
Okay. So I'm going to make the filling now for the Knaffe, and yes, and I'll let you taste it when it's all done. Besides this, we're going to add here the powdered sugar that we spoke about before. And we're going to add about 1 teaspoon of vanilla sugar, and we're going to mix this all up together really well. Now that we've finished making our filling, we're going to put it into the pans that we're using for the Knaffe. There's something about gooey cheese that is melting in your mouth. Okay, so now that we've finished, and you can see how I've made this to go almost to the edges and spread it out as evenly as I can, and we're just going to spread this all around the top of this filling. So now we're going to put this in the oven. While that's in the oven, we're going to prepare the syrup. We have here 3/4 of a cup of water in a saucepan. We're going to add 1 cup of sugar, and we're going to add just a pinch of saffron to give it more of a yellow coat. I'm starting it off on a medium heat, and we'll stir it until the sugar dissolves. Once it comes to a boil, we'll turn it down and add the juice of 1 lemon. We're going to add the rose water to the sugar syrup. Just a couple of drops, unless you're a very big aficionado of rose water, because it is a very strong flavor, and we'll just mix that in. And to decorate our Knaffe, we're going to be using the traditional chopped pistachio nuts. As people might have seen in the Machane Yehuda Shuk, where they have this in all different trays. They do it with Nutella. They do it with white chocolate. Sometimes have it in with sprinkles. I mean, they really get wild. So anyway, I'm going to use this chopper. We're not going for a pistachio flour. We're just going for like a rough chop. Okay, so we're going to go for a rough chop. We'll eliminate some of the larger chunks, but that's about the size that we're looking for. We have our sugar syrup, and I'm going to generously pour it with the help of a ladle all over the Kanafe dough. The color of the pistachio adds a beautiful contrast. It's ready. Thanks for joining me, and B'teva. Okay.
Sorry, what bracha is Knaffe?
Some people they say charcoal, some people they say mizonos, but I will leave mizonot because the top and bottom, and mizonot is something chashuv, is important. That's why everything has mizonot, even though the majority is cheese. So we say mizonot, like kibbeh. Kibbeh is outside this, inside this meat, charcoal, but this one is mizonot. So I'm gonna give the taste of it. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei mizonot.